I'm Chris, and I'm here to talk today about a film called Curling, a 2010 film written and directed by Denis Cote. It tells a story primarily of a father and daughter and their relationship. The father, Jean-Francois, works as a maintenance man in a hotel, but also primarily in the film in a bowling alley. And his daughter, Julie Vaughan, which is one of the most gorgeous names you've ever heard, is a 12-year-old girl, and she lives at home. In fact, she stays at home and is isolated at home. She doesn't go to school, she doesn't socialise with friends, she doesn't seem to have very much of a life at all. And they live in a remote part of Canada, and it's filmed in winter, and remote is very much the theme of the film, both in tone and in fact. Julie Vaughan waits for her father to come home every day, where even when he's working, he maintains a distance from the world. Even when the world tries to involve him, he begrudgingly responds. He's a man of few words, and this extends to his home life, where the father and daughter really don't seem to interact very much. In fact, there's a good scene early on where, as a reward for Julie Vaughan being good, they listen to some music, which happens to be Tiffany's I Think We're Alone Now, which is sort of fitting in to the theme of the movie. The father looks tortured through it, as if he doesn't want to do it, but there's some signs of life in Julie Vaughan as she's starting to hit towards this adolescent phase. She's starting to question what her life has been up till now and whether she can go and do certain things, and the father is still holding very tight reins. He doesn't seem to like the world very much or trust the world very much. That's it. As a father of two girls, I found this large parts of this really unsettling to watch. It was nearly as if I was watching a film about abuse. But it's not a movie with like this big sweeping arc from start to finish. It's a movie about life and people, and I really enjoyed it. Specifically, the pace in the movie. It's one of the easiest watching movies that I think I've seen in a long time, and this is contrary to an awful lot of reviews that I've seen about this movie otherwise. The fact that it was boring, it was slow, nothing really happens, are common themes that seem to be in there. But it's beautifully shot, and it's a really authentic look at people. And even though Jean-Francois is a man who doesn't really bother with people, he does a job for money, people seem to like him. You know, they seem to want to involve him, they seem to want to have him in their lives, they try and include him, and subsequently his daughter, in that. And there's loads of secrets, there's loads of little tidbits all throughout the world, the events that happen that may or may not be resolved. But I kind of love that. That's one of the things I really liked about it, in that I could make my own mind up about what was going on. It didn't have to be one defined thing. It could be mean or be whatever I wanted it to be. And that was part of the joy of watching the movie, as this relationship kind of goes forward, and you see different facets of their life coming in and the outside, and as some of the relationships grow and change ultimately over the course of the film. I watched the film through a second run release, and it's a great disc. It's a lovely film that's done, and it primarily has two extras. It has an interview with the writer-director Denis Cote, that tells about his filmmaking process and about his history and kind of his attitudes to cinema, where they came from and where they've evolved to. But there's a really prescient and wonderful point that he makes about different types of moviegoers and cinema goers in it that I think really resonated. He says there's passive and there's active cinema goers. Passive cinema goers tend to be the people that want to be entertained. They want to watch a movie and for it to take them on a journey and take them along with things. And then there's active ones who will put themselves in the position of the characters. They will see how they feel about certain situations that are there, and they actively participate in the thoughts and the themes of the movie and project themselves into. Now, he doesn't make a judgment on whether one's better or otherwise, but it might help to explain why I like this movie and some people did not. It's definitely a classic movie, and it doesn't really go places that traditional Hollywood movies will. You know, there isn't that massive payoff at the end. There is a payoff, but it's subtle and it's lovely in my mind. A couple of this, there's a short film called Maybe Sleep Soundly, and it's just a 15-minute short film of Denis Cote that's, I mean, it's a bit creepy. certainly is. It basically is somebody, it's a voyeuristic view of somebody going into a house where the house is mainly one of the characters, all the nooks and crannies of a house, where he basically goes in and films them sleeping. They all seem oblivious to the camera person, even though the noises are very pronounced. He's very noisy about it, and actually the dialogue is pretty much the noise of him going through the house. But again, it's really, really easy watching. Something that should be, again, boring or otherwise. There's something really captivating about the whole experience. And I think it says a lot about how Cote uses the camera effectively as like a viewfinder for life and what he sees in life. And I really enjoyed it. And it means that he is a director that I will look out for again. It's something that, if his films are quite, not substantive in action, but interesting in story, then he's somebody that I want to watch some more again. So again, a fantastic release by Second Run, and one that I think you should check out if you like movies that are of that theme. Thanks very much for watching. If you have seen the movie, let me know in the comments, and if you haven't, check it out and then come back to me. Thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.